Alright guys, welcome back. In our previous video we have basically demonstrated how to crack web, right, based on FMS, PTW, and then basically korek attacks, right, and then we'll be able to recover the password from our previous video. We did show cafe latte is very similar, or it goes through the same procedure. The only thing is that we do not know what access point is being connected to, so we have to create an ANI port for the client to connect to us, and then we capture an app packet that will be sent by the client to us. We replay this packet back to the client. The client will continue encrypting the reply with the keystream byte as well as the corresponding IV. We will continue responding to this to generate enough IVs, and then once we've generated enough IVs which are weaker, we will employ Akomea-Agyin and just crack the password. That is how cafe latte basically works. So that cracks based on the client. So in our video now, we are going to demonstrate korek chopchop attack. Korek chopchop attack is where we do not know the password, but we can eavesdrop on the conversation between them. So actually it actually doesn't serve its encryption purpose. So let's demonstrate that very simple with aerodump ng mon0, so that we can see what actually access points are being running over the internet. Okay, so here we are. We can see there's an access point basically running right now. Stop it for a while. I need to copy this for the attack. Okay, so remember I've copied this copy. All right, so we can basically repeat that, and then basically we know the networks. Okay, all right. So with korek chopchop attack, he doesn't launch an attack to crack the password, but he's going to make a number of guesses to the password. Okay, and then based on that he'll to crack it. So let's bring up another page, and then we employ korek chopchop with replay -ng. Then you have the option to choose the chopchop attack. So replay -ng chopchop followed by the ESS ID, and then we actually copy the ESS ID, so you paste that, and then with mon0, this is all that you require for the chopchop attack to actually take it place. Okay, no problem in that. We can easily correct that as well. Okay, so no problem. Let's just apply the BSS ID. So we can have -b, and then basically paste that, and then supply mon0. Okay, so that's some problems. It's supposed to be A. Alright, can just clear this one off. Let's see what we get. Okay, so here we are. We actually korek has been able to find that there's a network which is taking place whose BSS ID is this of mon0, and then he's actually captured the BSS ID. He can actually tell how many packets he sees right now, 118, and then basically the destination source, and then to the destination source, and then you can see it's web enabled, and that he's going to decrypt this 118 for now. That's what he captures. If you repeat it, you keep changing. He knows the destination MAC address is basically to all F's, and that's more of a broadcast, likely to be app packets, right? And then basically the source MAC address is that. So this is actually the encrypted data that it sees, right? So as soon as you actually give it the go ahead, Hold on. As soon as you just give it the go ahead and you type yes, it's going to start with basically with the capturing, right? Okay, so let's just hit that and choose enter. What do we have? Okay, still some challenges here and there. Offset 119, zo operation, that and that. Okay, no problem, let's check it together. Alright guys, basically welcome back. I think I've gone a step ahead, but basically the command is airplane chopchop, and then you basically follow with the source MAC address that you actually want to use, and then it's better use a source MAC address that is already being that already has authorization to the network, and then this is basically the BSS ID Mon0. As soon as you input that, begin to read the packets. Once it's read the packets that I want to decrypt, to tell the size of it, to give the BSS ID, the destination of that, and then also the source MAC address of that, right? And then this is actually the encrypted data. So after this, it will ask you if you want to decrypt this using chopchop, and then basically it will start deploying, and then start decrypting the packets one after the other like that. Okay, so it's still decrypting the packets, so we leave this to continue decrypting, and then once it decrypts, we will show you that. All right, thank you, see you. Okay guys, so basically it's still doing the various decryptions. Okay, so welcome back. So the whole idea of korek chopchop attack is very simple. All that it does is that now when it gets an encrypted packet, right, it assumes that this encrypted packet basically is actually a plain text which has been encrypted with a keystream byte, right? Okay, fine, but the plain text is actually an ASCII character, isn't it? And ASCII characters are basically known from 00 all the way to FF, which gives you, there are 256 possibilities, okay, for the ASCII character per that particular byte that have been encrypted. So it means that that byte can assume either 00 all the way up to 256 FF. Okay, so these are the possibilities. So what korek will begin to do is that it's going to test these bytes one by one. So first it will assume that the encrypted byte that it has chopped up from all the entire byte is, let's say, 00. So once he assumes that, he's going to use that 00 to XOR. He's going to perform a XOR operation of the packets that he has captured together with that assumed. So you can see these are the various ASCII characters that he has, 57 and all that. Okay, so from here, so supposing he did this, so once he XORed this one with the encrypted packet, the resulting is actually a keystream byte. So when you get this keystream byte, for him to make sure that the assumed plain text is correct, he's going to take this keystream byte that he has gotten and he's going to use that to encrypt the plain text that he chose originally, all right, plus the IV. Remember that the IV is always attached to plus the IV. Then it's going to point this one to a multicast address, and you know a multicast address is basically destined to one guy who is supposed to respond. So he points this one to the access point, and once the access point receive this packet, and this packet is actually a combination of the keystream gotten, the assumed keystream, XORed together with this plain text, right? Now if the access point receives this packet and is able to decrypt the data and realize that it's a multicast address which is destined to only this backtrack, right, and then the access point is able to read the multicast address and therefore reply specifically to this access point, then means that the assumed plain text that korek did assume is basically correct. If the access point doesn't reply within a specified period of time, then it actually knows that the assumed plain text was basically wrong, and therefore the access point could not decrypt and realize there is a multicast address that is supposed to respond to. So korek keeps on repeating this for all the way out to 255 correlations. 255 possible ASCII characters. It does this zoring one by one. So by all means, one of them is going to be the correct thing. Once the one is correct, it's going to, it has means it has decrypted that side of the packet. The next is going to assume the next encrypted bytes, all right, and then one by one is going to chop them gradually by gradual. So that is basically what we have. So what we do have here is for example, this is actually the saved file. So it's actually saving that inside this, so you can just copy and then we can feed that to Wireshark, and then we should be able to see the plain text now. Then paste that for Wireshark, and then Wireshark is going to be able to open, and there you are. You see, the whole plain text has basically been decrypted. The web encrypted packet has actually been decrypted. We know it's actually the multicast address that we did talk about, right, which was basically sent here. And then so korek has basically succeeded in chopping off one byte and being able to decrypt this. So he's going to keep on doing this kind of decryption over and over until it has actually been able to decrypt all the packets, right? All right, so that is basically korek chopchop. So korek chopchop has been able to decrypt it without knowledge of the web key. Let's see this one too. Alright, so here we are. The whole plain text packet is actually coming from Flextron, right, being destined to this guy, and it's actually containing data packets. We know the details is purely plain text. Whatever is taking, everything purely decrypted using korek chopchop. Thank you so much. This is all I have for you for korek chopchop attack. If you have any issues, you can always discuss with me, right? Thank you. Bye.